everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you're here for the first time, welcome. My name is Heather and we're a fun, fabulous sewing channel. And today we are making a really cool announcement, and also we're finishing our fall launch all cotton prep. I don't know what to call that. So before we get into our project for today is the official launch day of our little mini fall collection on our website. So the website will be linked in the description box below. There are limited quantities of everything. There is also going to be some new listings of things that you haven't seen me make on the channel yet, or things you've seen me make, but it's been quite some time. They just haven't been listed yet, and fall is a perfect time to get them up on the website. So if you're interested in anything that we've been making or anything that we do today, make sure you check out that website and grab something before it's gone. Like I said, there are limited quantities. I'm actually really excited about this launch. I'm actually hoping for like 10 orders. I'm putting that out into the universe. I don't like to do that. We got 8 the last time that we launched, and then we get orders like, like throughout the week and stuff like that. But I've never had like a launch day that had over 8 orders. 8 was the most. And so I'm kind of hoping that our fall launch kicks us up a little notch there. So the other part of today is that we're doing the final project in our cotton. I had hoped to get in one more, but I sort of got sidelined with a really bad migraine, and I'm not letting that stress us out at all, because there's always opportunities to do more videos and learn more things and share more. So not stressing. Our first project in our cotton fall series was our wristlets, which were made from all cotton. And you guys, all of our material that we're using, our cotton materials from Hobby Lobby. So that's where I went. I didn't have any, so I had to go get a whole bunch of good fall things, and they had a great amount of them. Our second project was our Kindle sleeves. Okay, so we have 4 of these that will be available on launch day. We have 3 Kindle sleeves that will be available on launch day. Our third project was our trick or treat tote bags. These are so cute, you guys. There's 2 of these. They have the bright orange on the inside. There will be 2 of those available on launch day as well. Now, like I said, our fourth and final project is today, and I'm calling it, we have a free pattern piece that's going to be in the description box below too. It's just you just click on the link and you get it for free. But I'm calling it a card. I forget what I called it. But it is this cutie right here. So it will hang on a gate ring, which I'll show you at the end when it's all finished. I took it off because I was working through some things. But basically you can hook it onto anything, and it's going to hold it holds cards in here, like credit cards. You could also fold up some money in there. It has a snap, and actually the reason why I don't have the top on is because I was playing with it. I didn't like how the snap felt. And so this is just this one, 2 layers of the cotton with some like really fluffy batting inside. And I don't know, I got nervous. This is also, we're using some faux leather. I will have that linked in the description box as well in case you want to make these. Along with the pattern piece and the website. But the pattern piece is free. So if you're a sewist, you can grab the pattern piece to make these without having to figure out the measurements or anything like that. I did that for you, and it's there for you as well. So, okay. I wanted to include the snap because I wanted to make sure that it was secure. Like, so if you turned it upside down or whatever, your cards, they cannot fall out because the snap goes all the way through. But I don't know, I got nervous that the snap was going to pull through the fabric. So making these, I actually interfaced one side of our cotton, okay? And this is like, it's kind of like an open weave. It's the only one, well, we have one other, but it's like we haven't used it yet. And so I interface one side, which makes me feel better. Also, instead of the fluffy batting, we're using the cotton, and it does not have the fluff. So it's thicker in the way of like the hold of it. And so that makes me feel better about the hold of the snap. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to make 3. I have enough cut out to make 3. So the ones that we make together, they're not going to look like this. At the end, I'll show you this one compared to the ones that we're making together today. Also, while we're at the machine, I will find what I did with the pattern piece and show you what that will look like when you download it yourself. But yeah, and then I'll show you the snaps and the little snap machine too. It's quick, it's beginner friendly, it's easy, and it's really good for fall. Like we go a lot of places in the fall. We have a lot of activities, and I do not bring my big giant purse with me. I like to hook things on to like the gate rings, the key rings, things like that, so that I have everything that I need just easily accessible. Sometimes like we go out for a little drink and I want my ID, not something that I have to dig through and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what, that's what I thought of when I thought of these. I kind of was like, what can we make just hang off? Obviously, you don't want to take this traveling, but this is not meant for that. It's meant for like ease of use, if you're like running in and out of places, busy mom, busy human, busy daughter, busy sister, aunt, whatever it is, Gigi, Grammy, busy. You're just busy like I am. It's easy to have stuff like this. And I thought it was just fun, something new for us. And I really wanted to showcase all the different ways that you could use cotton, because we've never done it before. And it's just cool. I like it. It's fun. All right, so we don't have to iron, so we're not going to hop down to the iron table. We're going to head right on over to the sewing table and get going. All right, you guys, so we are at the machine, which is a Juki TL2010Q. We are using Tex 35 weight thread in color gingerbread. It's a brown thread, and that's from Waywack. We have in the top and the bobbin, you guys. We have a Microtex 9014 needle, and then we're using what's called a tank foot, which is basically like a walking foot for this machine without that walking foot bulk. The numbers on the side are KT141. Okay, and then I did, look what I located. The studio is a disaster. It is. There's like no excuse for it. I have no excuses for myself. I can't find anything. It's a disaster. So this is that free pattern piece that I was telling you. We've called it a card lanyard case. Look at us. You also get the measurements right on here as well. So even if you don't want to use the pattern piece, you can download it for free and then just use the measurements if you want. I do not like just using measurements. That's not my jam, but I know some of you do, so they're on here as well. So there's the pattern piece. Now here's everything that we're going to use for one, and then these are the gate rings I was telling you guys about. So the gate rings, this faux leather, and the snaps that I will show you at the end when we're putting our final touches on our case. All of that will be linked in the description box below this video, so you can definitely check it out there if you're interested in any of those things. We're also just gonna we're gonna throw our tags. We don't have a lot left. These came from Etsy. I got them a really long time ago, and I need to order some more. But these are hang tags. In fact, I only have one left, which is a disaster. So that's not going to work out. But they're so easy. You just like stitch them into the side, and you can still sort of brand your materials. So we've got 3 of those because we're going to make 3 all together of this style. And these are so easy, seriously. Super beginner friendly. So we've got our one piece that has the interfacing on it. And then we've got one piece that doesn't. There is no right or wrong side of this material either, which is great. and we've got our batting. Okay, all cut to the same size. We're going to put our batting on the back side. And then we're going to take our piece with the interfacing and we're going to put our interfacing up. So basically we're putting right sides together at this moment. Okay, we'll match everything up as good as possible. We'll just put a couple of clips to keep everything where we want it. All right. And now I also forgot, we have to do the top. We've got to baste in our already forgetting things, you guys. We just started. We're going to find the center. Just do a little snip. We want to baste in our tab here, you guys, okay? So we want to fold it so that the right side is on the outside. We're going to line it up with the center. Let it overhang a little bit. And we're just going to baste it on. We just want it to stay where we want it, basically. So it's not a permanent stitch here, just a baste. Okay, and make sure it's hanging downwards. Okay. All right, now we can replace these. There we go. So that's our top with our tab. Our bottom here, we're gonna leave this piece open. So we're gonna start here. We'll stitch up all the way over, all the way down, and then here. And we're just gonna leave this center spot open. And that's where we'll turn our piece through. And we're stitching about 1/4 inch. We're just trying to keep lined up with our actual material, not our batting, because our batting is just cut a little bit bigger. And we're just trying to stay lined up with this stitch line so that it makes it easier when we are turning. Nice back stitch there. All right. We are going to come in here and we're going to take off some of our excess. So anything that's extra material, anything that's extra near our corners. So we're going to get pretty close to that stitch line without going through. Any extra batting. Okay, that should be good for us right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to reach in to this opening here. We're going to see if we can grab that tab at the top to begin to sort of pull our material out. like so. And then we just have a pencil. I'm gonna guess this came from my daughter's room, and we're just gonna use a pencil to sort of poke out our corners. We don't want anything too sharp. And we'll do that down the bottom also. Okay, and then you can see our little turn hole there. Okay, I already feel better about the way that this card case is coming together. So I think we made the right choices with our materials. So what we're gonna do first is our end that's still open, we're just gonna top stitch right along that to close it off. Okay. And then what we're gonna do, so see, we've got this nice top stitch, that's our finished edge here. We want to fold this so that we have about a 1/2 inch left at the top. Okay, so that it's long enough to fit a card in it, and also so that we can add that snap. Now, if you are making these and you're like, oh, I don't want to add the snap, you don't have to. You don't have to, okay? Don't really have to do anything. You can make this your own. All right, so now we're just clipping all of that in place. We're gonna take our hang tag here, and we're just gonna place it right inside, like so. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll come up from this side, we'll go across the top and back down with our stitching. And we're gonna go about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge, but you know, we're just gonna pay really close attention. We're gonna try to make sure all of our material stays stacked up where we want it. We are going to backstitch a couple just over where our 2 card slots come together. I think that's going to help you in the long run make sure that if you use this a lot, for instance, that it sort of does the job that you really want it to do. And we're just going to be really mindful as we come back down that our material doesn't shift. Again, nice back stitch there. There we go. Okay, so that's the basis of our pocket. It's so cute. Oh, all right, I'm gonna quickly, so that took us 12 minutes to sew. I am gonna very quickly go ahead and just stitch up the other two, and then we'll do all of the snaps together. right, you guys, so that is them. And gate rings are super simple. I use them a lot. I love them because they just go in and out of everything, like nothing's permanent. So easy. And I've gone so back and forth, but I think we're gonna leave the snaps off. Don't come for me. But I just like, how cute would something like this be, just like hooked onto your bag or your water bottle or whatever. I mean, like, it's pretty snug. You could put other things in here like lip gloss, chapstick, AirPods probably. It could kind of be like a carry-all little pouch, and I just think it would be okay if we did the snaps. Obviously we did the snaps on the first one, but I just keep looking at them and they're so cute, you guys, like hung onto your bag for fall. Even if you have like an ID card that you have to swipe to get into work or something like that. I don't know, you guys. I just think they're so cute the way they are. So we're actually gonna leave the snaps off, and that's kind of what's great about creating, right? Is like you can see something and if it looks amazing, great. Now, if I were to do the snaps, you guys, it's just right in the center. Okay, so easy peasy, nothing crazy. I promised to do another video with snaps for you guys. I did do one, the AirPod cases, those had snaps. I just think these are cute the way they are. So we're going to leave them and people can use them for whatever they want. This like faux leather, it just like really makes it look classy. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at our original and then these three and check out the differences. All right, you guys. So we're back at the finish table. We're done and we pivoted and we made it through, and that's okay. Doing things a little different sometimes is fine. All right. So here's our first one. You can see like it's fluffy. We used the fluffy batting. We used the snap that I'm a little worried about. And I don't even know why. I don't know. Okay, we used the snap, same holder, all that. Now, here is what we just did. So definitely not as fluffy. Because it's not as fluffy, it's a little bit wider. And we added our bag tag and we left off the snap. And that's what we're going with, you guys. Like it's just, I was looking for something to put in here, but I don't have anything. And that's okay with me. Again, you could add the snaps if you want, but I'm going to list these three that we just made. I'm not going to list this one, our sort of starter. I'm going to list these three on the site, or they're already listed because you guys were live. Also, members get first access to this video and any of our videos where we announce a launch so that they have the first opportunity to go on and shop if you're a member of the channel. Thank you so much. Members get tiered discounts on our Etsy shop. So the higher the membership, the larger the discount online. So make sure if you are a member, you grab your discount code to put in before you purchase any of your goodies. These will be listed with the gate rings, so they will have those complete with them. And they're going to look so cute on your bag for fall. They are. I know this because I'm going to hook one on my bag for fall. All right, so that is the last of our projects. Make sure you hop on the site. Like I said, I'm putting it into the universe. I'm hoping to get 10 orders. And then we can do a packing video. I have some really exciting new packing things that are coming that I can't wait to show you guys. So I foresee us doing that soon in the future together. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope you'll check out all the links in the description box. I hope you'll give this a try and make sure you take the free pattern. If you are somebody who sews or you don't sew yet, but you think you might sew eventually, these free patterns that I post for you guys, they're so that I can share, because I think everybody deserves to find something that they love. Sewing is what I love, and if sewing is what you love, I want to help you with that. Thank you so much. Make sure you interact with this video, give it a like, a comment. I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you soon.